Hello PEI, and welcome back to the Hello PEI update. Today we're diving into something that's been making headlines, and it could have a real impact on us here on the island.
Yeah.
These tariffs the U.S. is threatening on Canadian goods.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how global trade policies can have very local consequences.
Right.
So let's break down exactly what these tariffs could mean for PEI.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so in this case, it sounds like President Trump is using tariffs as leverage to renegotiate trade deals with Canada and Mexico and potentially to protect certain U.S. industries.
That's right.
But what does this mean for us here on PEI? Like, we're a small island. Do these tariffs really matter to us?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Remember, PEI's economy relies heavily on trade.
Right.
Particularly with the U.S. We export a lot of our agricultural products, seafood,
Right.
and even manufactured goods to our American neighbors. And if those goods become more expensive because of tariffs, well, that could have a ripple effect across the entire island.
I see where you're going with this. Let's talk about those potential impacts in more detail. What specific industries here on PEI could be hit hardest by these tariffs?
Well, let's start with agriculture.
Okay.
PEI is known for its potatoes.
Right.
And a significant portion of our potato harvest is exported to the U.S.
Yeah.
If those potatoes suddenly become more expensive for American buyers because of tariffs,
Okay.
it could lead to a decline in demand.
That would be a big deal, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like, PEI potatoes are kind of a big deal, both for the economy and for our island identity.
Absolutely. And it's not just about the farmers themselves.
Right.
A decline in potato exports could have a ripple effect on the entire industry,
Yeah.
impacting trucking companies, processing plants, and even the local businesses that rely on the potato industry for their livelihood.
So it's like a domino effect hitting different parts of the economy.
Exactly. And it's not just potatoes.
Right.
PEI's fishing industry could also be significantly affected.
Okay.
We export a lot of lobster, mussels, and oysters to the U.S.
Right.
If tariffs make those products more expensive, it could hurt sales and impact the livelihoods of our fishermen.
It seems like these tariffs could really hit PEI, where it hurts impacting some of our most important industries. But what about other sectors, like tourism?
Yeah.
PEI is a popular destination for American tourists. Could tariffs affect that too?
It's certainly possible.
Right.
If the overall economic climate becomes uncertain because of trade tensions, people might be more hesitant to spend money on travel.
Yeah.
And if everyday goods become more expensive in the U.S. because of tariffs,
Right.
American families might have less disposable income to spend on vacations.
So even if American tourists can still afford to visit PEI, they might be more cautious about spending money once they're here.
Yeah,
That could hurt local businesses, restaurants, and accommodation providers.
that's right. And remember, tourism is closely intertwined with other industries.
Okay.
If fewer tourists come to PEI, it could also affect the demand for local products,
Yeah.
like seafood and agricultural goods, further impacting those sectors.
It sounds like these tariffs could have a pretty far-reaching impact on PEI, potentially affecting everything from our potato farms to our lobster boats to our tourism industry.
Indeed. And while it's impossible to predict the exact scale of the impact,
Right.
it's important to be aware of the potential consequences and to start thinking about ways to adapt.
That's a good point. So in the face of these potential challenges, what can PEI businesses and residents do to mitigate the risks and maybe even find opportunities amidst all this uncertainty?
Well, one key strategy is diversification. For instance, if American demand for PEI potatoes softens, perhaps exploring new markets in Europe or Asia could help offset those losses.
So thinking beyond our traditional trading partners.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
And PEI potato farmers could also focus on developing value-added products,
Okay.
like gourmet potato chips or specialty potato varieties
Right.
that appeal to niche markets and command higher prices.
That's a great idea. Instead of just exporting raw potatoes, we could create unique, high-quality products that stand out in the marketplace. What about our fishing industry? Any suggestions there?
Similar principles apply.
Okay.
PEI's fishing industry could focus on sustainability and traceability.
Okay.
Highlighting the quality and responsible sourcing of our seafood could attract consumers willing to pay a premium for those values.
So it's about emphasizing what makes PEI seafood special, telling the story behind the catch.
Precisely. And for tourism, PEI can highlight its unique cultural heritage.
Right.
Stunning landscapes and vibrant arts seen to attract visitors from diverse markets, not just the U.S.
So focusing on experiences that go beyond just beaches and lobster dinners. Things like culinary tours, cultural festivals, ecotourism adventures, really showcasing all that PEI has to offer.
That's right. It's about adapting and innovating, finding new ways to stand out in a competitive global market. This is where the resilience and creativity of PEI residents comes into play.
So what does this all mean for you on PEI? It means staying informed, supporting local businesses, and embracing a spirit of adaptability. It means recognizing that challenges can also create opportunities for growth and innovation. How might PEI businesses adapt and innovate in the face of potential tariffs? What opportunities might arise from these challenges?
It's about working together as a community to navigate these uncharted waters and emerge stronger on the other side. Who knows, maybe these tariffs will spark a new wave of entrepreneurship and creativity right here on PEI.
Well said. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into tariffs and their potential impact on PEI. We hope this episode has provided you with some valuable insights and, more importantly, a sense of hope and possibility. This has been the Hello PEI Update, brought to you by Montague, RE/MAX Charlottetown Realty, your island realtor.